Hello everyone. Kelly Renee Miller here with my friend Dee.
Hello.
And introduce yourself, Lisa.
I'm the Batman.
And guess what they're here for? This week's edition of Who's Your Favorite Superhero? Wayne's World, Wayne's World, party time, excellent! Wow! Alright, we're going to begin with D unless the Batman wants to scooch in closer. Because we're doing getting cozy up in it was the Batman. Okay.
Oh, hello.
And hello, D.
Yes.
My darling. Who is
Yes.
your favorite superhero?
Well, my favorite superhero, if we're talking about heroes, is actually Wonder Woman. It's totally Wonder Woman. I know that's totally mainstream, but I grew up being a really big fan of Greek mythology, and so Wonder Woman really appealed to me in that she is an Amazonian princess. And once upon a time in my life, I was also a super huge pagan. So the fact that she was Diana and she represented the goddess Artemis was like a super huge thing for me in that respect. And she's freaking badass.
Yeah, okay, I did not know about didn't make the connection to Greek mythology because I'd heard that in reference to Wonder Woman before. I did not realize that she was Diana. So that's
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
What superhero would you most like to be?
If I could pick a superhero to be, it would probably be, just off the top of my head, Mystique from X-Men, because I just feel like the ability to become different people, me as an actress, me as a Gemini, me as just a multifaceted person,
Pretty
it's
much.
just, if I was gonna manifest myself in any kind of way as a supervillain, like, that's totally what I would be like Mystique. Not that she's like a hero necessarily, but she has her back and forth moments.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like
I feel the same way.
she kind of plays both sides, which
I mentioned Mystique in a previous
I
edition.
kind of do too. Giggity
Yeah,
goo.
yeah.
So yeah.
Batman. Who is your favorite superhero if it is not you, the Batman?
There is only one. I'm the Batman.
Why are you your own favorite superhero?
Oh shit.
I toast the bat. My lap is cold. Batman don't care.
It's on. My bum is wet now.
Well, that was Batman may be a little bit sauced today.
Just a bit.
He's at least sloshed.
I go clean my panties.
You go clean your panties, Batman. Now.
And I need to clean mine because he spilled on me.
Oh, that's why. So, Dee, you
Yes.
mentioned something else when I invited you and you so graciously agreed to help me out with my video.
Indeed.
You said you may not have a favorite superhero. So I asked you, for the first time in this series, who is your favorite supervillain?
It is none other than Harley Quinn. And I say Harley Quinn, and I'm really talking about the New Earth interpretations,
Ooh, getting
manifestation of the backstory they finally decided to give her after her character became so popular for the Batman animated series, which she originally appeared on. As kind of
Did she appear in the animated series before the comic books?
She did.
I did not know this.
She's one of those characters that was not a comic book character originally and was made for the series. And then because she had such fan popularity, they actually decided to give her a backstory and make her like a legit, have like a whole series that she has a whole storyline in, very in depth, as Dr. Harleen Quinzel.
Ooh.
Yes, she actually is a graduate of Gotham State University,
Okay.
and she studied psychiatry, And
appropriate. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I just got struck by how deliciously wonderful and juicy that is for the Joker.
Yes, and actually, and just BT dubs, the way that she was able to study in Gotham University was through a scholarship through gymnastics.
Ooh.
So she was a gymnast, and who went to Gotham State University, graduated from psychiatry, and had kind of a fucked up relationship, pardon my French, with her professor.
We cuss on this show, it's okay.
Okay, Dr. Marcus, who she may or may not have assisted in committing suicide. She, before that though, convinces him to let her, she gets him to write her a recommendation letter so she can intern at Arkham Asylum, where she insists on meeting the Joker for the purposes of she's writing about serial killers research.
So this
yada,
bitch had a
yada.
plan from the beginning.
Yeah, well, from the beginning she was always very fascinated by the Joker because she felt that she
am I.
Aren't we all?
Mm.
She kind of saw him as this agent of chaos and saw what he was, and she was very fascinated.
Ian Malcolm would be proud.
Yes. She was very fascinated by, I guess, his kind of, like, psychopathic, megalomaniacal, whatever. And she kind of empathized with him in a way that I feel like nobody else did. And so she insisted on meeting him, and when she did, he actually tried to kill her the first time that they met.
Like you do.
And he put his hand around her throat to strangle her, and she just looked at him like I'm not even afraid of you. And he looked at her like, are you flirting with me? And she was like, well, my name is Dr. Harleen Quinzel, but you could call me Harley Quinn. Because she knew how to talk to him, because she's a psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. So, as they got to know each other...
I had only inklings. I did not know this in-depth detail. Do tell.
Yes.
Tell me more things.
As they got to know each other, she got to kind of get to the core of what she thought the Joker was, what he led her to believe. Because the Joker is also a guy who's like, I'm crazy and shit, but like, I'm totally perceptive and I know your game. I know you're trying to figure me out. So
I know I'm crazy, but I'm 5 steps ahead of you on just how crazy I happen to be.
Exactly. So, he let her in, but I feel like only as much as, somebody who's a complete psychopath could let somebody else in. Mm-hmm. And he's tried to kill her multiple times. But it's interesting because she's just like, I get it, he's just the Joker.
It's his thing. It's kind of what he does. I would be worried if he didn't try.
Yeah, but eventually she does actually, she's like totally over it. She's like, okay, you can't keep trying to kill me, dude. Like, this isn't cool. I'm your sidekick. I'm helping you out. We're totally having our thing. And you keep trying to kill me. I'm not down with that anymore. So she actually goes off and she forms her own group called the Quintets.
Are there 5 of them?
What do you think?
Yes.
And,
I think yes.
I mean, talk about double play on words. Well, what winds up happening, because she becomes a crime boss. So she becomes like a mafia kind of princess, but
Mafiosa.
like not mafia, like crazy bitch. To kind of like cross-reference here, the Joker sort of Jedi mind tricks her in a way, and which kind of he feeds that dark side of her and kind of helps her to go over the edge and be crazy.
I have you now.
And she helps him escape from Arkham Asylum a whole bunch of times, and she actually gets committed and gets her license revoked and all of that whatnot. But when she becomes this crime boss, all the other her minions, so to speak, around her are kind of like, you know what, this bitch is crazy and we don't feel like dealing with her anymore. So they try to oust her and they put a price on her head. So then everybody's trying to kill her. And it gets really crazy for a minute for Harley, but she's a badass, so she always finds a way out of it.
She's a badass, and we have the Batman has returned. He spilled so much drink on himself he shrunk into a shoe.
It's a Batman.
Those are the Batman Converse, the Batman Chucks.
Today's sponsor could have been Converse.
Indeed. Instead, I'll just link to a place you might be able to purchase some awesome-ass shit like that. in the description.
Heck
And
yeah.
I'll also how accurate is the Wikipedia article on Harley Quinn?
It's decently accurate.
I'll link to that, and I'll also look for an official Harley Quinn.
There's a couple various ones that are pretty accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'll link to
you
more
can-
information.
You can find some, but her storyline is the DC New Earth series.
And then I'll link to where you can find that as well. I'll do some research and link to that later. I've been having some trouble posting links lately, which is why I've said I'll link to this, and they haven't showed up because I haven't had a chance to sit at my actual computer and update these things. That should be able to happen within the next couple of days. So I'm not like just jerking you around. I do intend to do this. I just haven't been able to do it through the app, and I don't know why, and it makes me sad. But anyway, I would like to thank the Batman for his appearance on today's show, my beautiful, gorgeous, and lovely, talented Ginger Gemini friend like myself, Dee, for this week's edition of Who's Your Favorite Superhero? Catch you next time, peoples.